my hair look? Like, this is Sarah.
And Tony.
And we just finished testing out our new cannons that we built a couple weekends ago. They're our side arms, our half cannons, and they're about half the size as the one that we used for our previous operation, because this time we're doing our paint exploding in a hallway and there isn't quite as much room.
Yeah, our previous cannon was almost 6 feet long.
I don't know, should we introduce them?
Sure.
Introduce mine? This beauty is called the Ink Sock, and the reason for that is I'm using a pink sock that kind of matches this bubble wrap right here as the batting or the wadding to stuff down in the barrel of the cannon. So it's gonna help propel the paint outwards and give the paint something to cling to, and it will leave a nice big round spot, like impact circle.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Tony helped me do today is figure out exactly how that was going to work. And we started with just like one of Noodle's pink socks that I got permission from him to use, and it just kind of like leaked out of the gun like a little placenta or something onto the floor and dribbled out.
Cue disappointing music here.
Yeah. Wah wah. It was super sad. So we moved up to bubble wrap, and that didn't quite work so well, and then we tried plastic bags, and then Tony ended up making this really awesome, like, it looks like a potato.
I stuffed plastic bags and bubble wrap into a sock. It's not that complicated.
This is art. Like, this is it's like a little nothing.
It's like a little what?
This is like a legitimate like pink sock paint grenade potato. So this is like a pink potato gun, and you stuff this down there, and it fills the barrel nice and tight, and then you pour the paint on top of it, and it kind of just pushes the paint out uniformly, and when this makes contact with the wall, it just like explodes outward everywhere, and it's satisfying. This is going to be my I don't know. It's like a paint grenade. I'm totally okay with it being the pink potato gun. What's the name of your cannon, mister?
So my cannon here is the 4th load. It is a smaller cannon. I'm going for a very like fine kind of misty spray on the wall, so I'm not using any wadding or anything like that. I found that just a little bit of paint in here straight up with just air pressure gives me that nice effect.
Gets a nice mist.
Yep.
His worked right out of the box. Like, he did the assembly a couple weeks ago and then tested it like last weekend, and it just worked like magic, the way it's supposed to work. And like, we literally took my valve, which is this green thing right here. We took this thing apart and put it back together like 100 times. We still don't know what the hell's wrong with mine, but it just started cooperating again, so we're just gonna kind of let it be. So how did we make these things?
Home Depot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Raided the plumbing section.
We repurposed a bunch of plumbing stuff to make these cannons. They're all like ABS pipe, and then different end caps and fittings, which Tony like spent a half an hour right before Home Depot closed sourcing the parts and making sure that they all Tetris together in this nice, I don't know what you'd call that, like piecey, elbowy part. Right?
It works.
They all connect. And they go, like, the air tank on the top feeds into this valve right here, which he figured out how to modify so that it's, cordless?
Pretty much.
So there's like a couple steps that you can do to modify one of these sprinkler valves to turn it into something where when you pull the trigger, it launches all the paint out the barrel, dumps the air out of this guy. And we've got like a gauge on the top that tells us how much air pressure is in the tank, and an air nipple that you push air inside of, and then yeah, they work.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put a parts list up on our website. Yeah?
Yep.
So like the next thing that we get to do with these now that they exist is go back to the Blue Man Theater, where we painted a lot of walls blue.
Yes.
Favorite.
So much fucking blue.
It's our favorite color. And we now get to cover our big blue canvas with nice splotchy paint points of impact.
Yes.
All right, cheers.
Prost.
Happy Sunday.
Mm-hmm.